to your advanced React masterclass tailored for aspiring senior React developers. Explore crucial React concepts from Context API to suspense, including examples, best practices, and interview preparation. Topic 1. Context API. Manage global state efficiently without prop drilling using React's Context API. What is Context API? Global state management, provider and consumer patterns. Use context hook for simplified access. Context API exists to avoid prop drilling and enable simple state sharing across components. Problem: it solves prop drilling and complex prop passing for deeply nested components. Avoid excessive manual prop passing by centralizing shared state using Context API. How Context API works internally. React creates a context object, provider supplies data, consumers or use context efficiently retrieve values. React Fiber and reconciliation. Context updates leverage Fiber's efficient reconciliation for minimal re-renders. Lifecycle behavior. Context updates cause re-render in subscribed components during the commit phase. Ensure optimal memoization to avoid unnecessary re-renders. Use React DevTools Profiler for performance monitoring. Architecture overview. Create context. Context provider wraps the app, consume via use context or consumer, memoization for performance. Effective context structuring is key to optimal app performance. Consider splitting contexts to avoid over-rendering. Real-world use cases. Theming, authentication, feature flags, enterprise usage with code splitting and API integration. Dose. Reduce prop drilling with thoughtful context design and use separate contexts for unrelated data. Don'ts. Avoid overuse as it may cause re-render performance issues, and don't mutate context values directly. Best practices. Split contexts, use memoization, and avoid frequent updates to optimize performance. Performance considerations. Profile re-renders and prefer multiple contexts over a single monolithic one. Common mistakes using Context API. Mutating context value, passing new value objects each render. Debug with React DevTools Profiler. 1. Define context interface. Use generic create context T, provide typed provider, consume with use context T. Integrating TypeScript enhances type safety and developer productivity. 2. Mock context provider, test consumer components, use React testing library with context wrapper. Effective testing ensures reliable component behavior with context dependencies. Interview question and answer. Explain Context API and optimization strategies in production. Redux. Context API. Production-ready example. Provider setup with Axios API data fetching, React router integration, and Material UI theming. 1. Simple theme toggler using context and use context hook for dynamic theming. Beginner-friendly approach demonstrating context value consumption. 2. Auth-flow with context, route guarding, and Axios integration for data fetching. Shows mid-level practical context application in real apps. 3. Multiple contexts, use memo for optimization, TypeScript strict typing, reusable hooks. Demonstrates expert-level techniques to scale context usage. Folder structure. Source folder including context with authentication and theme context files, hooks such as useauth and useTheme, components including theme toggle and protected route, and API Axios configuration. Reusable patterns and custom hooks. Create hooks like useauth and useTheme to encapsulate logic and provide clean state access. State management. Combine Context API with local component state and Axios for granular and integrated state flow. React Router and Material UI. Context providers wrap router and Material UI theming integrated via context for dynamic styling. Security and scalability. Validate context values, avoid storing sensitive data, and design modular contexts for scalability. Context API Summary. A powerful pattern for global state management. Reducing prop management, complexity optimization, and typing are essential for robust enterprise apps. Module 2. Higher order components or HOC classic pattern for code reuse and logic sharing in React components. Thank you for joining this advanced React learning series. Continue practicing each concept and prepare confidently for your senior React developer role.